Hi, I'm Colette Mason and I put together this training video which is all about some rules for speakers who want to publish a book. And I'm going to be covering step 5, which is relax about writing, okay? A lot of people can communicate well, they believe, just using the power of the word, and I think that's true. And unfortunately, perhaps through bad experiences at school and teachers picking on you, or perhaps it's felt slow and painful writing a particularly dull report at some time, whatever it might be, you start to get these ideas that you're not a good writer, it's going to be slow and painful and pretty horrible. And it shouldn't really be like that, because I want you to think of your writing as dictating to yourself. So it's just like what you would say on stage, but you're dictating to yourself and just putting it on paper. That's all it is. There's no need to use long, complicated, nevertheless, nevermore, notwithstanding type language. You don't need to do any of that. Just make it short, sweet, precise, inspiring, followable. That's all you need to do. And if you write that way, you'll find it's actually a lot easier to write in a very short way. 2 tips for that: use the shortest word available and write the shortest sentence you can, and you'll find that your quality of your writing goes up in leaps and bounds. Back to the point. Writing your book is very much like writing something in the region of talking around a 15-slide presentation, where you've got a slide introducing the topic that you're going to be covering in the presentation. You'll have a little bit about you, a little bit to set the scene about what you'll be covering and the sequence and the structure of your presentation, and then you would have the main body of the presentation and then some summing up thoughts and how people can get in touch with you at the end. That would be a typical presentation, and you only need that much information realistically to actually write a book. You need about 40 to 50 points to expand on, roughly 500 words per point. So if you think you can speak 150 words a minute, typically on stage, 500 words per point really isn't very much. It's very doable. So that's why I know you can relax about writing. And if you want to, there's nothing stopping you using something like a smartphone or your laptop, your computer with the built-in microphone. There's nothing stopping you actually dictating your book and doing it that way, literally talking around the slides and turning that into a book. Nothing stopping you doing that. And there's lots of services online, or if you want, I can help you with getting your material transcribed and turned into a book. That's fine. And you can also use things like voice recognition software, which is really good if you're writing a book with fairly standard language in it. If you're writing something that's talking about, say, Russian cookery recipes or something like that, the voice recognition software is going to struggle, because there's going to be a lot of unfamiliar terms in there and you're going to have to teach it what those unfamiliar terms are. But if you're writing a fairly typical book, then you'll find voice recognition software works really well. It's going to recognise 99.9% of what you're saying. It's going to be great if you want to use that, and it's not too expensive. It's worth thinking about. So another thing to consider really, if you want to cut down on the actual physical time at the keyboard writing aspect of producing your book. I hope you found this information useful, and I would love to help you with your book project. You can fill in my questionnaire on this, the link to which is on this page, and you can let me know about your book project, how long you've been thinking about it, how much research you've done, what your goals and aims are with your speaking career and your career as an author. And I would love to know more about that, so please do get in touch and just fill in the questionnaire when you get a moment and I can give you some feedback. Thanks for watching the training video. Really delighted to have you here, and I'll see you on another session soon. Thanks very much.